Okay, and here is the finished product. I finally finished it just in time. It's the 17th today, the 17th of November, which is the last day of Nik's challenge, and it's actually today, my father's 80th birthday. So I first had to get out for a really nice meal we've just had, and now I just finished it just in time for the end of the challenge. And let me just show you. I'm not sure if I managed to very quickly show you the whole process of making this before this, but I'll walk you through. If so, you've just possibly seen it. If not, you've skipped forward maybe, or maybe I didn't manage to do that in between the beginning and this end part. But let me just show you and walk through it. This is just the thread that I used, and I absolutely love this thread. I first tried to braid it, make this into a braid. It's 3 strands, but it got too messy, so in the end I just knotted it at the end and at the start. So it's just 3 strands here, and just to tie it down. So it's again the same thread. Of course, there's only one thread that I used on this, obviously, so I made a bit of a dangle here. I used the same thread here at the back as well, and some bits of the paper. I glued down together 5 pieces of the paper, and I purposely did it like shabby chic. I like the shabby chic style, so got this effect. And I stained it all with the ink that I used, the Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink from Ranger, and I did several different techniques on that. So, oh dear, that's not what I was supposed to do, but get to that. So that's the cover. This is the inside, and so I did not how do you say, tea dye this. All the stain you see is done with this ink, and it's a soft pink paper, the background. And here I made just a tag, but you can write something on it. And this is like a little booklet, a fold out booklet, just plain. Oh, I can actually stamp out. Let me just stamp one more thingy. I think it's missing a butterfly. I want another butterfly here. Got lots of butterflies. So now it's done. There you go. I just forgotten that. This is much nicer. So there you go. Then this is all from this kind of stamp thingy or stencil that I used. This, let me just tuck this in a bit better. This flips up, so you can, again with the butterfly, you can either write something or put a photo there, and below here maybe some pictures. This is quite dark to write on, although you could, or put some pictures there or tickets. And I had this 1 yard of this lace that I used throughout the book. Again, the swirly stamp. Here I glued 2 pages together, which was this as well. This is actually just 2 pages glued together. And this is like a secret flap, so you can write some secret things in here that nobody's allowed to see. So that's the way it goes. Then this is another little booklet with the thread that I use and a pretty picture. So it goes out like this, and then it goes out like that. It's an A4 paper, show it like that, with the butterflies and the dots in the corners. And of course you can write on the back as well. So that goes in there. More swirls and butterflies. I just love butterflies. This is like a tuck spot in another booklet that I made with a pretty thread. And in here, this one I glued together, but later I put the ribbon on. And this is done on purpose, this corner, because it makes like a little tuck spot or a secret writing spot. So that's a little booklet to write things in. And this is actually a tuck spot here. On this side you can tuck something or a little picture, and on this side as well, a small tuck spot with again a little ribbon. So it is like an extra piece that I just stuck on there. Here again I glued 2 pages together and I folded this one. This is actually a little tuck spot as well here for something small ticket. And also here at the top you can stick something there. Now this part is only glued at the bottom, so you can stick something, a larger card in here as well, but as you can see it doesn't go further than this. It's glued here, and this is just a little piece of card, and this bit is almost like a, how do you say it, the pull out bit, and this was the back of the paper. So I didn't back this with the pink paper, I just left it like this just to get a different kind of paper in there. Same with this one. It says memories on there, and again with this piece of paper, which is the back, just the back side of this, so you can stick a photo in there. And more butterflies stamped on there. These are just 2 pages for writing, for journaling. This again is a tuck spot in here, and I put some of the thread behind it. This is the middle as well. And this is kind of a different kind of, almost like an envelope. So I glued 2 pages together, and then I tore off this bit. Sorry, I'm still, this is the result. I tore this bit off, and then I made this little booklet. But then I thought, well, if I put it in there, I can't see the pretty rose, which I don't like. So that's when I decided to kind of tear out this bit, and I inked the edge of this as well, so you could tuck this little booklet in and still see the rose, which I think turned out quite nice. You either like it or you don't, but I think I do. And this is then the little flip out booklet, again with the stamp and just a plain back. And then there's these writing pages again with some stenciling, staining and stenciling. This page I really liked. I just took this stencil, this bit, and used it over and over and over again to make kind of like a wallpaper look-alike. So I think this will be a really nice background for a pretty picture, I think. Let's see. It's like this. If you have like a pretty picture, it really stands out nicely against that background. Just to make it a different page, and more butterflies, and also the little dots from that stencil. And here more. Here I try to make some kind of picture frame. So this is just a picture, you can't do anything with it, but I cut this out in the page itself so that on this page you could see that pretty paper again. Now I made a mistake and I cut this too large on this side. So then I thought, I have a gap now. And then I thought, well, I've seen somebody do some patchwork, so I thought, let's do some patchwork. So I still had some stained paper from the inside of this page that I, the square that I cut out, or the rectangle that I cut out. So I cut that in little pieces, and I covered the gap on this side and then put some extra bits there just to make it like a patchwork page for small messages, or here as well you can write small different messages. So I think in the end that worked out quite well. This is like the butterfly page. You can write again small sayings here in between. Maybe some nice sayings or Bible verses, which be nice, great sayings. Here I made like a belly band, and I cut out these 2 butterflies. I stamped them first, or stamped them, well, with this stencil on the paper. Then I cut them out to kind of finish off the raw edges of this belly band. And again, I made a little booklet with all the string, and this one I sewed together. Again, this is was just a piece from the A4 paper, and I just folded it first, then I sew it together, and only then did I cut this page loose. And another butterfly in there, just cheered it up with some dots and butterflies. And this actually tore, this was not on purpose, but actually it gives it quite a shabby feel. So I kind of crinkled it up. So I did this on purpose as well, this little tear here, just to give it a bit more of a shabby feel. So that booklet goes there. Then these 2 pages again for journaling or pictures. And these are the last 2 pages. And this again is a little booklet with a pretty lady on here and a little lace. And here again a butterfly and just a plain back. And that's it, that's the journal. Well, thank you to Nik the Booksmith for this great challenge. I really like this challenge. I've never made a journal before. This is my very first journal, and I really liked doing this and coming up with all sorts of ideas. And I did see some videos before I made this one, to be honest. I was just so enthusiastic, wanted to see them all. So the ideas that I used are not all my own, obviously, because there are so many great ideas out there. But I tried to incorporate different techniques and ideas, so I think it turned out really pretty. I'm really pleased with this, and thanks a lot, Nik, and enjoy the rest of your challenge, all the entries, and I'll keep watching them as they come in. And thanks everybody else for watching. See ya. Bye bye.